They say some questions are too dangerous to answer. And for Lee Minho, this was the one that could change everything. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another bombshell from the world of your favorite stars. The room was quiet, too quiet. Cameras were rolling, lights beaming from every angle, and fans watching the live stream had no idea that one simple question would shake the calm exterior of Korea's top actor. Lee Minho, known for his grace, charm, and media training, had always managed to steer clear of personal questions with the agility of a seasoned diplomat. But this time he was caught off guard. During a press tour for his latest project, The Interviewer, a bold entertainment journalist known for getting celebrities to drop their guard, leaned in and asked with a mischievous smile, "Fans have been wondering for years, is it Song Hye-kyo or Kim Go-eun who holds a special place in your heart?" The question struck like lightning. Time seemed to pause. For the first time in a long while, Lee Minho didn't have a rehearsed answer. A low murmur ran through the studio as his expression faltered just slightly, his lips parting in surprise before curling into a hesitant smile. The crowd watching from behind the scenes couldn't believe it. Was this the moment fans had been waiting for? For years, speculation swirled like a storm around his name. His undeniable chemistry with Kim Go-eun in The King, Eternal Monarch had fans dreaming of a real-life romance. Meanwhile, rumors linking him to Song Hye-kyo, Kdrama royalty herself, began to bubble under the surface after they were spotted together at several private industry events. Each time, his agency denied everything. But fans weren't convinced. The interviewer pushed gently, "You've worked with many talented actresses, but the public keeps coming back to these two names. You've shared unforgettable screen time with Kim Go-eun, and yet, your outings with Song Hye-kyo make headlines instantly. So who is it?" Lee Minho shifted in his seat, laughed nervously, and looked down briefly. Then he said, "That's a very difficult question." That one sentence was enough to make the audience lean closer. He hadn't denied it. He hadn't laughed it off. For someone like Lee Minho, who knew the power of every word and every glance, this hesitation was telling. "Let's just say," he continued, carefully choosing his words, "there are people who come into your life at the right time, and they leave an impact you can't ignore." Social media exploded. The live chat was filled with questions, guesses, and declarations from fans on both sides. Team Go-eun and Team Hye-kyo were back in full force. Was he speaking about Kim Go-eun, whose subtle smiles and quiet elegance seemed to bring out a softer side of him during filming? Or was it about Song Hye-kyo, whose aura matched his in both status and mystery, making them seem like a perfect match off camera? Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2020, The King, Eternal Monarch premiered, and while it received mixed reviews, the on-screen relationship between Lee Minho and Kim Go-eun was undeniably magnetic. Behind-the-scenes footage showed them laughing, sharing quiet conversations, and exchanging thoughtful glances that seemed too genuine to be just acting. Insiders claimed that their closeness extended beyond the set. Whispers of late-night coffee dates, joint brand deals, and cryptic Instagram posts kept fans hopeful. And when both stars posted photos at the same location on the same day, without tagging each other, rumors gained more ground. Still, no confirmation came. Their agencies were quick to shut down speculation. But fans knew better. The energy between them was too real. Then, as the buzz around Kim Go-eun started to die down, a new spark emerged, this time involving Song Hye-kyo. Though they had never worked on a drama together, their connection began through fashion events and mutual acquaintances. In 2022, both were spotted at a high-profile event in Paris. Though they arrived separately, multiple fans claimed to have seen them dining together afterward. Paparazzi shots showed what looked like Lee Minho entering a luxury hotel just minutes after Song Hye-kyo had walked in. While some called it coincidence, others believed it was only the beginning. Their agencies gave the usual "their friends" statement. But this time, fans noticed something different. Neither star went out of their way to deny the rumors personally. Back in the interview, the journalist, sensing she was on the edge of something big, followed up. "When you say someone made an impact, can you tell us if you're still in contact with that person?" Lee Minho took a deep breath, his trademark smile fading just enough to reveal something deeper. "Sometimes people stay in your life. Sometimes they don't. But the feelings, they stay." The audience gasped. Fans online began analyzing every word, dissecting every sentence. Was he talking about a past relationship that ended? or something ongoing that he still couldn't speak about publicly. Then came the curveball. The interviewer gently asked, "What do you think of love in the industry? Is it possible to be in love quietly?" Without missing a beat, Lee Minho said, "The quiet kind of love is often the most sincere. The kind that doesn't need to be posted, paraded, or proven to anyone else. That's the kind of love I value." Silence followed. Even the crew, used to seeing celebrities every day, seemed moved. This wasn't just promotion. This was personal. Though he never said a name, the sincerity in his tone suggested he was speaking from experience. So fans began to wonder even more. If it's the quiet kind of love he cherishes, who fits that description better? Kim Go-eun, known for her reserved and thoughtful nature, who once said in an interview that real love doesn't need validation from strangers? Or Hye-kyo, whose relationships had been tabloid fodder before, and who now fiercely protects her privacy above all else. One curious detail emerged shortly after the interview. A fan account noticed that on the day of the interview, both Lee Minho and Kim Go-eun posted photos from what looked like the same rooftop garden, at different times, and with no captions. A coincidence again, or their silent way of staying connected? But wait, Hye-kyo also liked a quote that same evening on Instagram. "Sometimes silence is the loudest confession." The timing was too perfect. Fans were torn. One user wrote, "I'm convinced it's Kim Go-eun. That rooftop photo was their message." Another replied, "No, he's been seen with Hye-kyo more recently. They're both older, wiser, and ready for something real." As the dust settled and the interview ended, Lee Minho stood, thanked the audience, and left the stage. But his answer, or rather, the lack of a direct one, echoed louder than anything he had ever confirmed. Backstage, an insider reportedly overheard him saying quietly to a staff member, "I think I said too much." Whether that was about the emotion behind his words or the flood of speculation that followed, no one knows for sure. But one thing is clear. The question he feared the most was finally asked, and he chose to answer it not with names but with truth. So who is it really, Hye-kyo or Kim Go-eun? We may never get a straightforward answer. But the moments, the clues, and the emotions all point to one undeniable truth. Lee Minho is in love, and he's chosen to protect that love with silence. In an industry where everything is exposed, he's chosen to guard the one thing that matters most. And maybe, just maybe, the person on the other side of that story is watching too, smiling in silence because they know the truth. Let us know in the comments what you think. Team Go-eun or Team Hye-kyo? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a single update from the world of stars and secrets. Because sometimes the biggest love stories are the ones they never tell.